चक्षुर्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. So we are continuing from that Jagai and Madai, how they are delivered. Judge Chaitanya was very surprised to hear this, but Gangadasa and Srivasa then began to tell Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the sordid history of the two brothers. Lord Chaitanya then remarked, I know these two fellows. If they have come here, I will cut them to pieces. Nityananda Prabhu began to joke with the Lord, saying, You may cut them to pieces, but I will not go out as long as they are there. Why do you brag so much? First, get these two to chant the names of Govinda. A pious person naturally chants the name of Krishna, but these two do not know anything other than sinful activities. If you deliver these two by awarding them devotional service, then I will know that you are Patita Pavana, the deliverer of the fallen. The deliverance of these two will certainly be more glorious than the deliverance of me. Vishwambara smiled at humorous exasperation of Nityananda Prabhu, stating, They were delivered the moment they got your darsana. You are so concerned for their benefit that Krishna will soon arrange for their well-being. All the devotees who heard the Lord's statement immediately chanted, Jaya Jaya Hari Hari. This exchange between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Nityananda Prabhu is quite wonderful. At first glance, it may appear that Nityananda Prabhu is being critical of the Lord, accusing him of bragging, inciting Lord Chaitanya to deliver Jagai and Madai, and implying that if Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was really the deliverance of the most fallen, then why had he not delivered them immediately? He also states that the Lord's delivering him, Nityananda, was a minor feat, but that if he could deliver Jagai and Madai, then Nityananda Prabhu would be impressed. His statements are apparently riddled with criticism, sarcasm, and scorn. In fact, Nityananda Prabhu is simply expressing intense love for the Lord, fraternal affection, eagerness for the deliverance of the sinful brothers, humility and glorification of the Lord, Chaitanya as Patita Pavan, the deliverer of the fallen. The Lord immediately understood all of this and stated that simply by degraded brothers receiving the glance of Lord Nityananda, they were already as good as delivered. He suggested further that Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, would soon arrange for their well-being. When great spiritual personalities united in love converse in a mysterious manner, neophyte devotees should suppress the brash impulse to interject opinions or comments into such an exchange. Learning from the associates of the Lord, a wise and circumspect person who appreciates the opportunity to listen to the words of Lord or elevated Vaishnava would do best to listen without judgment or opinion and try to relish such extraordinary exchanges which are always actuated by affection and love. Haridasa's complaints. Haridasa Thakura then approached his old friend Advaitacharya and lodged his ecstatic complaints against Nityananda Prabhu. The Lord sends me with this restless person. He leaves me behind, and who knows where he goes. During the rainy season, there are many crocodiles in the Ganges, and he goes swimming in the waters to catch them. In great anxiety, I call him loudly from the river bank, but he continually floats around in the waters of Ganges. If he sees some boys, he comes out of the water and chases them to beat them. When their parents come back with sticks in their hands, I fall at their feet and send them back. He steals butter and yogurt from the coward men and flees, and they catch me and want to beat me. Whatever he does is unreasonable. When he sees an unmarried girl, he tells her, Marry me. He rides on the back of an ox and declares that he is Mahesha. He tastes milk from others' cows and drinks it. When I try to teach him something, he abuses me and says, "What can your Advaita do to me?" And Sri Chaitanya, whom you consider the Lord, what can he do to me? I have not said anything about this to the Lord, but today my life has been saved by providence. There were two great drunkards lying in the street. He went before them to preach Krishna's. Krishna's, Krishna's instruction in great anger, they rushed to kill us. It is your mercy that our lives have been saved. Sri Advaita Prabhu heard all of these complaints with amusement and then replied, "This is not at all astonishing, for drunkards should associate with other drunkards. It is befitting that the three drunkards were together. But being a celibate, why are you here?" Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura comments by paraphrasing Advaita Acharya's statement and purporting it simultaneously. O Haridasa, Srila Nityananda Prabhu is intoxicated from drinking the liquor of love for Krishna, whereas Jagai and Madai are intoxicated from drinking the ordinary wine. Therefore, it is befitting that the three associate together. Since you are attached to the Supreme Lord, you should not go near them. Advaita Acharya continued, Nityananda will make everyone intoxicated. I know his character very well. Just wait and see. Within 2 or 3 days, he will bring those drunkards into our assembly. Advaita is then described by Vrindavan Dasa Thakura as both without clothing and angry. And the Acharya declared very emphatically, everyone will hear about Lord Chaitanya's devotional service to Krishna and they will see his potency, how he dances and chants. You will see tomorrow how Nimai and Nitai will bring these two drunkard and dance with them. Haridasa Thakura smiled upon hearing Advaita Acharya's declaration and was convinced that the drunkards would be delivered. Vrindavan Dasa Thakura comments that no one but Haridasa Thakura can understand Advaita Acharya's words. I think we can stop here. So as we see today, we're still continuing the Jagai and Madai, how they are being delivered by Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it's been being described in detail, step by step, and different commentaries by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, and you know, so here, and also it has been told that we cannot have our own interpretations and comments when the Lord pastime happens. There is a we cannot understand in our common concoction. And here Nityananda Prabhu jokingly said with Lord, if you deliver these two, then only I know you as a Patita Pavana, and you deliver them more than delivering me. So I think that's the conversation here, and the it's the same exchange has been Vishwam been given in the different way. Understanding is here Nityananda Prabhu's simply expressing intense love for the Lord, if and their eagerness for the deliverance of those sinful brothers, and want to see the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a Patita Pavana. And then Haridasa complaining about Haridasa's complaint when he approached the Advaita Acharya, and complaining against Nityananda Prabhu. I think if you see here, Nityananda Prabhu's pastimes are similar to the pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavana. How he teases, how he plays and he steals the butter, and I think it's all reminds us of the Krishna's pastime in the Vrindavana. I think yeah, that's all we can I can summarize today. So we still have to wait for tomorrow, maybe see that is Jaga and Madai will be delivered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Hare Krishna.